helps illustrate that a little bit is by looking at the opposite of prosperity consciousness, which is the lies of scarcity. So, and you've maybe heard some of this before, but it's actually really true when we start to look at what these lies of scarcity are that we actually buy into as a truth. A bit like, you know, nice versus kindness, so last year, let's get over it. Because if we understand what the lies are, then every time you feel it, and we'll feel it 2 or 3 times a day, every time you feel it, then you can do something with it. This is a nice doing thing now.
And I suppose if you don't perceive, know, be and receive that it's infinite choice and infinite possibility, then that's a good sign to know that you have bought the lie of contextual reality of scarcity as real. Because if you didn't buy that lie as real, you will always sense infinite choice and infinite possibility in your universe. So
do you want to know what the 3 lies of scarcity are? Is that, this is one of my favourite topics. I just want permission to talk about it. So the first lie of scarcity is that there's not enough. There's not enough what? Well, there's not enough time, there's not enough money, there's not enough people, there's not enough clients. I don't know whether to do it alphabetically or geographically. So you can literally list through all the things where you feel there's not enough of. You know, there's not enough clients, there's not enough money in the bank, there's not enough, and then it goes on and on and on. But you know when you've got that sense of there's not enough, because you go, it's just, it's that sort of, whatever that is, an immediate contraction.
Well, not enough money and not enough time. It's something that everyone uses to kill every possibilities, you know. And when they want to justify anything or not wanting to do anything, the people will say, I don't have enough money or I don't have enough time, and they don't realize how much, you know, how much they actually kill
shuts everything off. Yeah.
Other possibility in
there. And just be aware of when we feel this ourselves, because often it's very easy to talk about how other people, you know, come at you with not enough this, but we do it ourselves. And if we understand when we do it ourselves, and you actually then recognise that, then it's so easy to change it. So the first lie is that there's not enough, and then it goes on, not enough time.
And when you catch yourself doing that, the easiest way is say, oh, pock and pot that, you know, I'm not choosing that. Because we before you know it, you just say, oh, I don't have enough money, and sometimes it doesn't even come out in words. It just, that
the supermarket example that someone gave before.
I don't have enough. And you just have to destroy it and create, pock and pot it.
And the really cool thing, when you're talking about it from a business sense, and this is what we teach boards of directors to look at as well, whenever someone says, well, we don't have enough whatever resources, then you immediately turn that on its head. And you say, okay, well, I know there's plenty of resources out there. Where are they? What if they look totally different to what I'd already decided they should look like? What if I didn't have to use our resources? What if I didn't? What if the money didn't have to be in there? All of a sudden, you get into that sense of curiosity, because if you know there's no lack, the only reason you feel there's a lack is if you've already bought into a particular way it has to be. And so you say, okay, well, I don't have enough time in my week to do this. Well, what if time wasn't the issue? What if someone else could do it? What are the other 45 and a half different ways that I can do this that I hadn't thought of doing? All of a sudden, you start to get into the creation mode, because you know how many possibilities are out there? Infinite. Okay, so narrow it down to a couple of hundred. Right, so that we can start to look at it, because as soon as we say we don't have enough of whatever it is, you've already locked into, well, it has to be this way, and therefore there are no other ways, so therefore I'll prove that I'm right. And this is what the lies of scarcity do. Instead of getting into the, okay, I know there's many different ways that I hadn't even thought of, you know, and some people say, universe, show me a different way. Whatever works for you, but there are so many different ways that you can look at things as long as you recognise when you've gone into it. Because if you recognise you've gone into there's a not enough of, then don't judge it, just be aware of it, and then take it and turn it on its head. What if there was enough? Where is it? Who's got it? What does it look like? What do I need to? Who do I need to talk to? Yeah? What else do I need to look at that I haven't thought of looking at? Because I know it's out there. I've just been refusing to see it. I mean, one of the favourite things that we do with a lot of CEOs, for example, is we say to them, so how much money is actually out there in the world these days?